I don't know about you, but I'm so glad that cops are here to treat us like children and force us against our will to do things that will make everybody feel safe.
We still need people to wear the mask in public. We still need people to keep social distance and isolation.
Well, at least he's not telling us that we need to do that when we're in our homes also.
But Ryan, the one thing I want to try to get across today is we need to do that when we're in our homes also.
When we're in our homes also.
What the? If you want weak muscles, joints, bones, teeth, ligaments, tendons, don't get BioTrust, which has the 5 collagens that you need for strong joints, bones, muscles, teeth, ligaments, and tendons. Just don't get it. Now, if you do want strong bones, joints, ligaments, tendons, and teeth, then you're going to want to check out my link in the description below. Go to healthwithflix.com, watch a couple videos, and pick some of this stuff up. You'll be glad you did. Just listen to the entire mind-blowing context of what this Austin, Texas cop is suggesting people do to protect themselves and others.
We still need people to wear the mask in public. We still need people to keep social distance and isolation. But Ryan, the one thing I want to try to get across today is we need to do that when we're in our homes also. As you know, I'm a lifelong San Antonian, grew up there, worked there for many years, and I know how many multi-generational families that we have. And while we believe the community is doing a great job of following the rules when they're outside of the home, we really need to be thinking about doing the same thing when we're inside the home. I mean, all of us are capable of catching this disease. None of us are immune from this. And the fact that we need to get across is in order to protect ourselves, we need to protect our families and our loved ones. We really need to be thinking about the care that we're providing inside the home right now to make sure that we're not spreading this disease inside the home and then making it come outside the house.
You're not hearing this wrong. This cop is telling you that you need to wear your mask and practice social distancing and hand washing when you're inside your home. And just in case it wasn't clear enough, this Fox News guy gets him to clarify his tyrannical position even more.
So let me get this straight. What you're effectively saying is that people should be wearing masks inside their own homes now?
Ryan, I'm saying if you can't socially distance and can't socially isolate, or if you've been out in public and exposing yourself and you haven't decontaminated yourself good enough when you get home, if you have someone that has underlying medical conditions at home, we really need to be thinking about that. Now, if you're the same 2 or 3 people that are living in the same house and you're really taking care of yourself and you're following all the rules,
make sure you're following the rules, guys. Social and mainstream media really wants everybody to stress this. You need to be a good little order follower.
then you probably don't need to wear a mask in your home. But if you've gone out for Memorial Day or 4th of July, or you've gone out to parties, or you've gone out to graduation parties, when you've gone out and you've come back in, you can be bringing that back inside. And I think it's no secret, we all like to relax when we're at home. But if we're not paying attention to how the virus spreads outside or inside the home, we're going to keep spreading this virus.
And who would know better and be more qualified to give you medical advice than a guy in a uniform who's not qualified to give medical advice? In other news, Walmart and Sam's Club have just issued a statement that they'll be requiring masks nationwide starting on July 20th as COVID-19 cases rise. And before we read this Walmart statement, I just want to remind everybody that Walmart isn't simply a company. It's a corporation that the federal government shovels mountains of taxpayer-funded cash to. According to a 2014 report by Americans for Tax Fairness, Walmart receives an estimated $6.2 billion in subsidies every year, primarily from the federal government. As a matter of fact, a single Walmart supercenter is estimated to cost taxpayers between $904,542 and $1.74 million per year in public assistance money. That public assistance money actually makes them a public corporation, not a private company. And what we all need to remember is that Walmart was considered by federal and state governments as essential and their workers as essential workers, while mom and pop stores were declared non-essential and were forced to close and go into bankruptcy. Some estimates indicate that 40 to 50% of small businesses have gone out of business, never to open again. The economic devastation that's going to cause now and down the road in the name of protecting everybody cannot be calculated. Some say this entire thing smells like a nationwide corporate/banker takeover of the entire country. Frankly, guys, if this doesn't piss us off, I don't think there's anything that could. Walmart's chief operating officer said in a blog post today, "We know some people have differing opinions on this topic. We also recognize the role we can play to help protect the health and well-being of the communities we serve by following the evolving guidance of health officials like the CDC." The move comes 2 days after Walmart's CEO Doug McMillon said a mask mandate in stores nationwide was obviously something that's on our minds. Best Buy and Starbucks started requiring customers nationwide to limit their wear masks on Wednesday. More companies are making face coverings a requirement as viral videos of shoppers' tirades and confrontations over being asked to wear them during the coronavirus pandemic erupt. Remember, the mainstream media that we should all trust 100% without reservation wants you to know that the coronavirus causes the disease COVID-19. Today, the National Retail Federation called on retailers to set nationwide mask policies and said, quote, "Retailers of all sizes have been on the front lines serving customers and supporting their communities. We hope today's announcement by Walmart, the world's largest retailer, that it will be enforcing a policy requiring customers to wear a mask to shop in their stores is a tipping point in this public health debate. Workers serving customers should not have to make a critical decision as to whether they should risk exposure to infection or lose their jobs because a minority of people refuse to wear masks in order to help stop the spread of the deadly coronavirus." I hope that message came through loud and clear. And just in case it didn't, they're saying you're a bad person who doesn't care about others if you don't wear a mask like we say you should. Dr. Redfield, the director of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, said if the American public were to embrace masking now, the pandemic could be brought to heel in less than 2 months. Redfield said, "If we could get everybody to wear a mask right now," and they mean everybody, "I really do think over the next 4, 6, 8 weeks, I really think we can bring this under control." You want to bring this under control, don't you? Then wear your mask. In the blog post written by Dacona Smith, Walmart U.S. Chief Operating Officer, and Lance De La Rosa, Sam's Club Chief Operating Officer, the company says the requirement will bring consistency across the stores and clubs. Currently, about 65% of the company's more than 5,000 stores and clubs require masks. Starting July 20th, Smith and De La Rosa wrote, "We'll give stores, quote, time to inform customers and members of the changes, post signage, and train associates on the new protocols. Walmart has created a health ambassador role, and the ambassadors will be near the store entrances, quote, to remind those without a mask of our new requirements. The ambassadors, identifiable by their black polo shirts, will work with customers who show up at the store without a face covering to try to limit their oxygen intake and compromise their immune systems while they're shopping. Find a solution." Smith and De La Rosa wrote, quote, "We are currently considering different solutions for customers when this requirement takes effect on July 20th. Here's what Walmart tweeted today. To best serve our communities and protect the health and safety of our shoppers and associates, face coverings will be required in all stores beginning Monday, July 20th. At Sam's Clubs, associates will remind members, quote, of our requirement to wear a face covering when shopping with us, and will provide members without coverings with complimentary masks that you can trust have no virus particles on them. They'll be completely sterile." We know it may not be possible for everyone to wear a face covering. Our associates will be trained on those exceptions to help reduce friction for the shopper and make the process as easy as possible for everyone. The National Retail Federation said stores and private businesses can adopt policies, quote, permitted by law for the health and safety of employees and customers. There's only one problem with this. Many other health experts claim that mandating mask wearing is tantamount to giving medical advice that could really damage people's health. The Federation's statement said, shopping in a store is a privilege, not a right. If a customer refuses to adhere to store policies, they are putting employees and other customers at undue risk. And the only problem with that is, if you look at it from a legal perspective, when a corporation is subsidized by taxpayer money like Walmart is, then shopping at Walmart becomes a right and not a privilege. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the Google Thought Police in the comments section below. If you want to support this channel, one of the best things that you can do to support me is to like and share this video with everybody you know everywhere you can on social media. It helps me fight against YouTube's censorship and corporate billionaire agenda pushers. I'll see you guys in the next heavily censored, shadow banned, and now fully demonetized video. If you get something out of this content and you want to support this channel, one of the best ways you can do that is by liking this video and sharing it with everybody you can, everywhere you can on social media. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification icon so that whenever I upload a video, you're one of the first to see it. If you want to further support the channel, the Patreon, PayPal, Bitcoin, and Subscribestar links are in the description below and in the pinned comment, or you can grab one of these conversation-starting, hard-hitting designs that you can put on any shirt, hoodie, or mug from the shirt store, and that link is also in the description. Your purchase helps support more content on this channel. I will see you guys in the next heavily censored, shadow banned, and now 100% demonetized video.